the world.
Good to be here, Tom.
And in the X position from CBS 5 in Phoenix, Jeff Kelly. All right, Jeff, welcome.
Nice to be here, Tom.
Glad to be here. You know, the drill tic-tac-toe, you have to decide if the answers the stars are giving are correct or they're just making them up. That's how you get the squares. First game's a $1,000 game. There was a coin toss backstage. Who won?
I got it.
All right, Jeff, you start.
All right. We'll go with Dame Edna, please.
Dame Edna Everage, a night with Dame Edna, is on tour in Philadelphia from February 3rd through the 16th. Dame Edna, who did Movie Line magazine rate the most shockingly in shape for a 50-plus woman?
Oh, it's a little bit embarrassing, Tom. It was me. It was.
He's like, are you serious?
It was me. I was voted the most in-shape woman.
I disagree.
Well, actually, Dame Edna, it was Susan Sarandon.
Sorry.
Susan Sarandon. Yes, X gets that square. All right, Steve.
Oscar De La Hoya, please.
Oscar De La Hoya, whose new boxing series is coming soon to HBO. Oscar, Italy may be famed for its romantic freedom, but according to an Italian survey, a third of all the guys there are terrified to do this in front of other men. Do what?
Rent Still Magnolias? Kiss their lovers.
Kiss their lovers.
I'm going to disagree.
Undress. They don't want to undress in front of other men. Circle gets it. Jeff.
I'll go with Coolio.
Coolio. Co-starring in Daredevil with Ben Affleck, Jennifer Garner, opening February 14th. Coolio, the cheese whizzes at Cooking Light magazine say the harder the cheese, the higher the what?
The whiz content.
Yeah.
Fat content.
Okay.
I agree.
Fat content is correct. X gets the square. You're right. Steve?
I got to go with Donny Osmond.
Donny Osmond hosts a pyramid. Check your local listing. Donny, a biographer found that although powerful, this person had never heard of TV's Friends or Sex and the City and had no idea who Leonardo DiCaprio was. Who was it?
I was going to say the Pope, but I know he watches Hollywood Squares all the time.
Yes,
and,
yeah, we're very big.
He knows his stuff. I would have to say it's either Prince Charles.
Prince Charles.
I'm going to disagree.
President George W. Bush. Circle gets the square. Yeah. Jeff? George Bush.
All right. Vivica Apak.
Vivica Apak. Vivica, a national policing center reports that 1 in 10 police officers in the United States are what? 1 in 10.
1 in 10. Well, considering that we have like movie sets, I would say, and they guard us on the movie sets, I would say over 60.
I disagree.
No, they're women. They are women. X gets it. Steve?
I'm going to have to go with Naomi Judd.
Naomi Judd. Celebrity judge on Star Search on CBS. Naomi, which are there more of? Backstreet Boys or U.S. presidents with Nobel Prizes?
Oh, wow.
Backstreet Boys date Swedish girls, but...
So do some presidents.
That was the other administration.
Yeah, that's
it has to be... there are more presidents who have won Nobels, who are Nobel laureates.
Okay.
I agree.
No, there are more Backstreet Boys. 5 of them, only 2 presidents won Nobel Prizes, Carter and Theodore
For peace.
Roosevelt. Can't give you that one, Jeff. You have to
All
write
right.
yourself.
Naomi Judd for the win.
For the win and $1,000. What has a tourist done at the Grand Canyon when the locals say he's taken the 12-second tour?
Going behind the rock, Jeff, to take a leak.
All right.
I agree.
No, he's fallen over the side. Okay. Circle gets the square. You're still in this game, Steve. Ponder your next move. We'll see where Steve is going right after this. 12-second score.
Hi, Julia.
Nice to meet you.
Good to see you.
Hello, Coolio.
How are you? Nice
What honor to meet you.
When worlds collide.
Hello there. Nice to meet you. I'm a fan. Been a fan for a long time.
My God, we're all here.
This is what you call a variety show.
You know what I'm saying?
Promotional consideration furnished by the...
We're going to get back to our first $1,000 game in a moment. Let's give our contestants a chance to say hi. Jeff Kelly is here from CBS 5 in Phoenix. Tell us about yourself, Jeff.
Well, I grew up here in Los Angeles, and I've been in Phoenix for the last 8 years, and I work for CBS 5, the fastest growing station in all of Arizona, one of the fastest growing places in the nation. And if you ever want to play golf, this is the time to do it. Come to Arizona.
Good enough. Thank you, Jeff. Steve Baskerville from WBBM Chicago. Tell us about yourself, Steve.
Got to mention that next month, my 27th wedding anniversary to a beautiful woman named Janice. And my daughter...
Congratulations.
My daughter, Sheena, and my son, Aaron. I got to mention their names to say hello.
All right. Good enough.
Yeah.
Good enough. Nicely done. Your turn.
Phyllis Diller, please.
Phyllis Diller. CDs of her various stand-up acts available on laugh.com. What were the first words spoken by God in the Bible?
He said, let there be light.
I agree.
That's what God said. All right, let there be light. Circle gets it. All right, Jeff.
Stephen Collins for the block.
Stephen Collins, Seventh Heaven, Monday nights on the WB. Stephen, on the list of the Fortune 1,000 companies, only 11 of the CEOs are what?
Walking around free. Billionaires.
Okay.
I agree.
Women. Can't give you that one, Steve.
I'm going to go to Stephen Collins.
For the win and $1,000, all right? The Navy had waves. The Army had wax. Who had wasps?
The Woodhaven Country Club. Quite a few of them. The Marines.
For the win.
I disagree.
The Air Force stands for Women Air Force Service Pilots. Circle gets it. And $1,000. Our next $1,000 game is the Secret Square game. If the Secret Square is picked, our entertainment reporters will be playing for someone in our audience. One of you may win this.
She won a Tony. The award. Not the soprano, darling. You're going to see Dame Edna's new hit show. You and the guest will attend a performance of a night with Dame Edna in the major U.S. city of your choice. Plus, get to personally meet her backstage. You'll enjoy 4 nights at Wyndham Hotels and Resorts with over 150 hotels throughout North America and the Caribbean, all worth $5,676.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Let's show all of you at home who the Secret Square is. Now you know. Steve, you won the first game, so you start.
Dame Edna, please.
All right, Dame Edna. By the way, her manager, Barry Humphries, appearing in the film Nicholas Nickleby in theaters now. Bugs and snakes are frightening to children, but a survey found this is the thing that scares kids the most. What?
The smell of Grandma's house. Oh, remember that, Bill? Tom, it used to terrify me. It was a horrible mixture, wasn't it, of stale talcum and yucky things, old mothballs, old depends, things like that. But I know another thing that scares little children is clowns. Did you know that?
Clowns.
I agree.
The dark. The dark scares them more than even clowns. X gets the square break for you, Jeff. See if you can capitalize on it when we come back. Secret Square game underway right after this.
This is what you don't see in Hollywood. They are holding hands behind my back. These little boys are having the best time possible. It's like I'm a dad. And children,
this
please
is serious business,
behave.
right?
Behave. All right, we're going back now to do the next show. We'll see in a little while.
I'm frightened.
Children, this way.
He hit me. You deserve that.
Promotional consideration furnished by the following.
Week on the show, our good buddy Ellen DeGeneres is back as center square, and as contestants, we have special contestants lined up that you will have to see to believe. That's all coming up next week. All right, Jeff, I believe it was your turn.
All right, we're going to go with Oscar De La Hoya. We love him in Phoenix.
Oscar, according to Sports Illustrated, this athlete is considered to be the most recognized female in the world. Who is she?
All I can think of is Anna Kournikova.
I agree.
Yeah, that's pretty much all most of us can think of, I think. Yes, that's right, X. Gets the square. All right, Steve.
Phyllis Diller to block.
Phyllis to block, a film of her life produced by Camelot Pictures. Phyllis, why did Alexander Graham Bell refuse to have a telephone in his study?
He was a cheap bastard. He didn't want to hear it ring all the time, and he didn't like to talk.
All right. Didn't want to hear it ring all the time.
I disagree.
No, the ringing drove him crazy. He thought it was disruptive, so I can't give you that one, Jeff.
Phyllis Diller for the win.
For the win and another $1,000. Actually, a tie game if you get it. All right, Phyllis, John Rockefeller was the United States' first billionaire. Who was the second billionaire?
Well, after the divorce, Mrs. Rockefeller. Let me think. Did you know that Michael Jackson's nose fell off again?
Oh, that's sad.
I'll tell you what. I think the other millionaire thing, it was Howard Hughes.
Howard Hughes.
I disagree.
Henry Ford. We have a tie game. X gets the square. Stephen Collins was our secret square up there. All right, next game. Tiebreaker is worth $2,000. Jeff, you kick it off.
All right, Dame Edna, please.
All right, Dame Edna. Dame Edna Everage, if you are doing the hokey pokey, what is the first thing you put in, out, and shake all about?
Well, it's either my hokey or my pokey.
Yeah.
My pelvis.
Pelvis.
I disagree.
Your right foot. Your right foot. X gets the square. Steve.
Gilbert Gottfried, please.
Gilbert Gottfried, a man who brings honey. Gilbert, what does the all-knowing Dr. Joyce Brothers say is the number one thing men think about right after having sex?
That if it's over in 2 minutes, you still have to pay full price. I usually think, oh my God, I gotta blow her up again.
You bad boy!
Oh, okay, I know this because someone told me about sex. It's sleeping.
They want to get some sleep.
I agree.
They want to get some sleep. Yes, circle. Gets the square. Eating's number 2. Wondering how good it was for the partners, number 3. Jeff?
All right, Coolio, please.
Coolio. All right, Coolio. All right, this question I hold in my hand will determine our champion, Coolio.
Okay.
No pressure. Who has been arrested more often, Martin Sheen or Dr. Kevorkian?
Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Say that one more time.
Who's been arrested more often, Martin Sheen or Dr. Kevorkian?
Martin Sheen.
For the champion.
I agree.
You got it. Over 70 times for civil disobedience. Gets the square. Hey, Steve, you know what? You may not have won, but your charity does, with $5,000 as a consolation prize. And tell us a bit about the charity you're playing for.
It is the ETA Creative Arts Foundation on the south side of Chicago. They do a lot of wonderful things, educating kids and adults through arts and entertainment.
Wonderful.
So
It's been a pleasure having you here. Say hi to everybody in Chicago. All right, those 2 extra squares give you $2,000, meaning you're our champion. You're going to come back and play a bonus round for $25,000 possible for your charity. Tell us about your charity.
My charity is Phoenix Boys and Girls Club. There's 9 locations in the Phoenix area, and there's 15,000 kids that'll benefit by this. Let's try to get them some money tonight.
15,000 kids, $25,000. Can Jeff do it? We'll find out right after this. Stick around. Jeff, our champion. You got $2,000 already. Now look over here, Jeff, at these 9 keys. One of them opens this safe, which contains for your charity $25,000. Jeff, now we found out a little bit about what the stars know. Here's where we find out how much you know about them. You pick a square. I'll read a statement about the star. If you agree or disagree correctly, you've won the square. And at the end of 30 seconds, for every square you've won, we take away a bad key, and that'll, of course, improve your odds for opening the safe. 30 seconds on the clock for Jeff. It starts ticking when you pick your first star.
Stephen Collins.
Was in a band called The Trolls.
I disagree.
Wrong. Next.
Vivica Fox.
Played Listerine in the movie Booty Call.
I agree.
Right. Next.
Oscar de la Hoya.
Oscar owns a racehorse named Punching Judy.
I agree.
Wrong. Next.
Donny Osmond.
Donny was awarded 9 gold records in 1 year.
I agree.
Right. Next.
Dame Edna.
Dame Edna hosted part of the opening ceremony of the Sydney Olympics.
I agree.
Wrong. Next.
Coolio.
Coolio's name was given to him by a Japanese samurai wrestler.
I disagree.
Right. Next.
Phyllis Diller.
Phyllis recorded a version of the Rolling Stones' Satisfaction. All right, out of time. Go on, Jeff. Let's go count some keys. Okay, 3 correct answers. Let's take away 3 of the bad ones. One of those remaining 6 will open that safe. $25,000 for your charity.
All right, here we go for the Phoenix Boys and Girls Club. Our instinct is here. Give it the lucky rub.
Lucky rub.
Here we go.
Lucky rub.
25,000. They can use it over there. I know they can. Oh. Lucky rub didn't work.
Henceforth to be known as the optionally lucky rub. Let's take a look at which one would have opened it. All right, right here. But
second choice.
But you know what? We're going to let you go with $10,000 for your charity.
Outstanding. I love it. Thanks,
all right, good enough. Good to have you here. We'll have more fine entertainment reporters, Dame Edna, our center square, and all our stars. When next we see you, I'm Tom Bergeron. Join us then for Hollywood Squares. Take care.
This is Jeffrey Tambor, the voice of Hollywood Squares, saying so long. Promotional consideration furnished by the following.
Inventors. Invention Submission Corporation can help you try to patent your idea and submit it to companies. Call 1-888-920-IDEA for free information.
There's only one like it in the universe. Blistex Ointment, with medication to soothe and rejuvenate lips. Blistex Ointment. Discover what your lips are missing.
Clark used to tape Pyramid in this studio.
Oh, really?
This was his studio. Yeah. Wow. Thought you might be interested to know that. Now, what's the question?
I got changed in Bob Barker's dressing room today.
Really?
Yeah.
You're moving on up, huh?
I changed in Marie's dressing room. Okay, there you go.
Can't you feel alive?